Welcome to DATEtify. DATEtify is an absolute game-changing application that will reinvent the way you communicate with your clients. Today, most information sent to clients reaches them through email, voicemail, fax, or delivered mailouts. But DATEtify changes all of that. This innovative application simply allows any service provider to send specific detailed information bullets directly to their clients' calendars. Any calendar is compatible: iCal, Outlook, Yahoo Calendar, Google Calendar, any desktop calendar at all. The information is delivered complete with time, date, and location carrying related data as specified by you. Let me provide an example. Using DATEtify, a family physician can send a referral to their client's calendar including all pertinent information. In addition, the calendar date is also attached with a notification reminder ensuring that the patient does not miss the appointment, saving both time and money. An email confirmation notification advises the physician that the client has accepted the appointment to their calendar. DATEtify can assist any professional organization in sending out time-sensitive information to clients or even collective groups of clients. DATEtify enables organizers to send out information to calendars of clients that attend trade shows, conferences, concerts, sporting events, and even those who love to travel, with last-minute sell-offs. The list is endless. But let's move on now. Let's download the DATEtify client from our website and start using it to fully embrace this new era of communication between organizations and clients.
Hello and welcome to DATEtify tutorial section. This is section number 1, and it basically deals with the downloading of the client from our website and have it open up onto your desktop. So the first thing we do is we are presently on the home page. Move over to the download section. You will see a large icon which says download. Let's click that and you will see a file named exe. We will select save file, and from here on in it's pretty straightforward. We download the file and indicate save as an option as indicated. Go to start menu and select documents. Open downloads and select file named DATEtify, and then drag the file to the desktop and open it. Now we've already done that actually, and here is what it looks like. So when we double click that, we will get the file to open up, and we have an option here to select run. We're going to select that option, and you can see that the client has opened up for you, and for simplicity's sake we're going to use a pull down menu which is going to have a couple of users in it, and we're going to select user number 1, and for password we're just going to simply select 1, 2, 3. When we put that in there, we hit login. It automatically turns to success, and we are going to see the client open up. It's presently full of data that we're going to look at later, but you can see that it's very clean, and it has just a number of specific areas that will be used as we move forward. There's an area for name, email, date, location, subject, and description. And there's also some configuration areas that we will talk about in later tutorials. But that's how you get the client to open up on your desktop and move from there. So let's move on to tutorial number 2. Welcome to DATEtify tutorial number 2, creating customer records and appointments. But just before I get going, what I'd like to do is draw your attention to this little window in the client and let you know what it does, because effectively it changes the look of the client on your desktop. Right now you'll see that the background of my desktop is quite similar to the desktop client color. So the two blues are quite close together. So I may choose to go down here and change the appearance of the client just by changing the background. So if I click on picture number 2, it'll change it to a darker, more dramatic contrast. Same with picture number 3 or background number 4. It's whatever choice you make to work best with your particular desktop background. I'm going to stick with background number 1 because I did that in tutorial number 1. So just for consistency's sake, I'm just going to continue with that. Now, to create a customer profile and an appointment, I have in this case basically outlined a patient of a doctor who has sent her for referral to look at some eye problems with a specialist. So this is an appointment for that specialist. Her name's already in there. I've input the information in ahead of time, Angela Smith. The email is in. The date that it's on, or the appointment is slated for, is there, and so is the time and the reminder when she's going to be reminded of the appointment. So if we want to change that in any way, we pull down the menu. Let's say it's on the 20th, we change that to the 19th, and we can just as easily just highlight when it's going to be. Let's just say 11 o'clock instead of 12 o'clock, and it's going to be 11:45 as opposed to 12:30. And we're going to make the reminder 48 hours prior to the actual appointment. Now, the location is already outlined, and so is the subject, checking for cataract surgery options, and the description that is going to be part of the message that goes out to this particular client and their calendar. And again, it can be any calendar. It can be iCal, it can be Outlook or Yahoo calendar, Gmail calendar. It really does not matter. Also, you will notice that underneath there's a field that's open where we can add a little bit of information so that the client is quite comfortable in receiving this information and is able to guide themselves in terms of where this place is located, who the appointment is with, in other words, the name of the specialist. In this case, that's Dr. Stevens, and his practice is called Dr. Stevens Eye Clinic. And it gives them a little bit of information as to what this particular appointment is for. It's for an eye examination for cataracts, and there can be a little message sent in there indicating that they should arrange for a pickup. Let's say the appointment's over at 4 o'clock, and it is also indicating that the client should not drive. So all of this is ready to go and ready to be sent. Wanted to make you aware of the fact that if we erase any part of the fields here, this particular send button right now is indicating it's ready to save by turning yellow. But if we just erase one field, you'll notice that it'll go and sort of fade to a light white. So let's just put that back in. And as soon as we hit send, that information will go out to Angela Smith into her calendar, and it'll book itself basically right into the appropriate area that is specified within the parameters that have been entered into this particular appointment. One thing I wanted to basically outline to you, that once this information has been sent, Angela's information is actually captured in a database, and it is right at the bottom of this particular client or sub-client. You can see that it's Angela Smith, asmith@tango.com, and we can add others by simply using these fields to add other clients as well. But we'll get into that a little bit later. One final thing I wanted to point out is that what we have created here is a one-of type of an appointment. So in this case, Dr. Stevens Eye Clinic may be the first time that this person's physician's office is using Dr. Stevens, and therefore it's not part of their database of typically used specialists. And if it was, and it was a different problem, what we could do is, first of all, we can check this little guy right here, and that will mean that when this is sent, Dr. Stevens Eye Clinic automatically becomes part of the database. And the database can be looked at by pulling down the menu, and you can see the different specialists or x-ray centers or medical labs or anybody that this particular physician is using, so that it saves time and effort. So if, for example, Angela was going for a cardiogram, we could just simply click that, and now you can see that very quickly it populates the location up here. It's a VGH Cardio Testing Center, and it's also going to have the information right here. It's changed completely. Again, the only thing that we need to change is the actual subject, which is going to be, let's say, checking for heart attack factors. And again, we can send some information along here, such as arrange for pickup. And this could be because the stress test is quite taxing, and they may not be able to drive. So basically, that's the way we create these appointments. We send them out, and they enable the clients or the patients to utilize them to show up for appointments on time, at the right location, with the right information in hand and ready to go. So that's the end of tutorial number 2, and we'll see you at tutorial number 3. Thank you. Welcome to tutorial number 3 for DATEtify in regard to creating distribution lists and using them. So what I will do is, first of all, draw your attention to this particular area. It's an icon. We'll click it once, and it'll open up a sub-client. And you will notice that it actually has a window where all the contacts are that we have. This is really a database of all the patients. And if we want to create a new client that has perhaps just joined the clinic, we will add him down here. So we will quickly put together a contact name, and let's just say and his email is down here. If we want to add him, we just simply hit add. We get a message that the nearest correspondence has been added, and if we go down to the bottom, we will see that he's right here. And this is important because this is now a client that becomes part of the database, and if there's any specific type of issues or information that he should be receiving in terms of perhaps a broadly distributed message through a distribution list, then this is where he's going to be identified as being somebody that should receive that type of information. So for example, if Dan is in one way or another over the age of 65, let's say, and needs to be made aware of let's say flu shots at a certain point in the year, then we bring his name up again, and basically beside his email we will put down flu. We'll also put down prostate. These actually will be the distribution list names, and they will be put into the search bar above to create a distribution list of all the people that should be made aware of this particular information pertaining to receiving flu shots at the start of the flu season, or perhaps be tested for prostate enlargement after a certain age. So we will update the information, hit yes, and now we can see that Dan Olson has been basically updated and has that information associated with his name. So we'll just hit update again, and we'll back out of this particular client and go to the search bar. Now in the search bar we're going to put in a keyword such as flu, and immediately there's a number of individuals that basically can benefit from having a flu shot, and you can see down here that Dan Olson is one of those individuals. What we do then is we click up here, and we instantly have a distribution list made up of all these individuals that have all been essentially identified for benefiting from receiving the flu shot. And in here you will see under the name it'll just say batch, and under email it'll say batch as well. So under the name it'll be all the names that will be part of the distribution list, and under email it will be all the emails. And here it's the typical when is this particular flu shot, let's say clinic, being run. Let's just say it's on the 25th. We can say that it starts at 9 o'clock in the morning or 9:30, and we will give them a reminder of 24 hours prior to this clinic being run. So again, we have subject is the annual flu shot, Burnaby walk-in flu shot clinic is the description, and down below we will have walk-in flu shot clinic. We will have the address and the phone number, and some specific type of information such as Tylenol for pain, or contact your physician if you feel dizzy, or some other symptoms that might be appropriate. If we go back to this area now and decide that we want to check for perhaps mammography, we just hit mammography, just start the first three letters, and we will instantly have a list of candidates that should be made aware of mammograms. And this information will change again in terms of the dates, and as a matter of fact we might even utilize a different type of a location. Perhaps it's a diagnostic center or something that is going to be dispensing this type of service. And you can see as soon as I hit diagnostic center, it filled it in up here. All we need to do is change the dates and the time, and we need to now basically indicate that the subject is testing for mammography, and it's at the Diagnostic Center, 12th Street in Burnaby. We send that, and this entire batch of individuals are going to receive that particular email indicating that they need to make an appointment for a mammography examination. We can do the same thing with, let's say, infants, or I should say, not infants, but let's just say prostate. And again, prostate will bring up a different set of individuals that have been identified as benefiting from this particular screening. And again, we may go in here and just go to a diagnostic center that deals with prostate cancers. And once all that is done, again, the date may be changed, as will be the time. Let's just say they run it from 10:30 onwards, and let's just give them 48 hours notice, and it'll go out as batch. So once we hit send, and one thing to remember is that if it's ticked here, let's tick it again, and that will actually tick all the appropriate people that will be part of that distribution. So once that is sent out, all these individuals will be notified of this particular type of screening, the place, date, and time where to get this done, or it could even be broken up into more specific type of locations for different types of individuals. But really the choices are endless. So with that, I will end tutorial number 3, and if there's more information pertaining to the client and how it can basically configure different types of information for different industries, then that will be contained in tutorial number 4. So thank you for listening, and if you have any questions about utilizing this particular application, this particular client, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we'll make sure to get back to you and walk you through any specific type of information that you require. Thank you again.